Okay, that wasn't that painful. We've all been branded one Bay Area now, and our challenge is going to be to live up to it while still maintaining the remarkable diversity that we enjoy. We talk about transportation and land use being connected, but I think that video illustrates that the quality of life in our communities, the health of our families and our neighborhoods, and the opportunities for equity across this region are really linked to this effort as well. So now here's our opportunity to get you involved, to find out a little bit more about each other and what we know. I'm going to ask you to pick up your devices, and on the lower right corner you can push that button which will turn them on, and we are going to ask a few questions of ourselves. The way this is going to work is that I'm going to read the questions, I'm going to read the opportunities for the answer. Don't start before I tell you to, and then there'll be about 20 seconds to figure out if you are awake enough to answer these questions and if you are able to think through the challenging ones that we're providing. So we're going to start with one of the more difficult ones. Who are you today? Are we ready to go? Who are you today? Are you number one, an elected official? Number two, government agency staff? Number three, business, involved in business. Number four, a community advocate. Number five, a concerned individual, or perhaps in a diverse community. Number six, are you other? So go ahead and begin the voting right now. You get to decide. If you more than one, you get to decide. That's waking you up. Okay, stop. Thank you. And the next question that we have is, let's find out how this one Bay Area comes together from different directions. So this is really going to be about where we come from today, the 9 counties. Are you from 1, Alameda County, our host county, 2, Contra Costa County, 3, Marin County, 4, Napa County, 5, San Francisco, 6, San Mateo, 7, Santa Clara, 8, Solano, 9, Sonoma, and of course 10, a chance to be from somewhere else. Please go ahead. I did. Thank you. Okay, stop. Now we're going to take a look. I was just asked to remind folks, if you didn't turn your machines on, you're not being registered. So as we go into the next ones, we will. But let's take a look and see what we found out about who is here today. There you go. So you can see it better than I am, but clearly it looks like there's government staff are here, as well as elected officials, the predominant numbers, but thank you to all of you regardless. Let's take a look at where we come from. Okay, well there you go, host community topping it off. That's a walkable, livable example, isn't it? Okay, so now that we've figured out who we are and where we come from, let's get into some real challenging questions about what we know. The next question that I have, and consider this your pop quiz for today: how much has the sea level risen in the San Francisco Bay Area over the past century? Has it risen, number 1, 1 foot, 2, 3 inches, 3, 2 feet, or 4, 8 inches? And please start your voting now. All right, that's good enough. I think we're going to get a chance to see instant feedback. There you go. And the answer is number 4, and most of the people, barely, a third of the people at least got that right. This isn't going to go into your records, so thanks for trying. And let's keep going. Between 1850 and 1965, approximately 240 square miles of our San Francisco Bay Area were drained and filled at a time of the development of California? How much land adjacent to the bay is vulnerable if sea level rise increases by 16 inches? 1 is 213 square miles, 2 is 281 square miles, 3 is 74 square miles, and number 4 is 112 square miles. And please begin with your voting now. Okay, stop, thank you. And let's just see if we've got a sense of what could happen. Clearly, we do have a pretty good sense of it. The answer is number 2, and most of you were able to get that right. And that's quite a bit of area. That makes it's quite a challenge. And if you stop and think about what are on our shorelines and the edges of our bay, we have a real challenge in front of us. The next question is, according to the Bay Area Air Quality Management District, of the 2,800 Bay Area premature deaths per year linked to air pollution, exposure to which pollutant is the leading cause of these deaths? Number 1 is fine particles, or referred to as PM 2.5. Number 2 is carbon dioxide. Number 3 is carbon monoxide. And number 4 is nitrogen oxide, all of them pollutants. Please go ahead and begin your voting. Okay, thank you. Let's see what we know about air quality around here. Okay, the answer is number 1, and it appears the room is waking up and in your mind as well as your bodies. That's a great illustration. Still have the challenge of what to do about it, but at least we know it's a problem. Next, according to the California Department of Finance, between now and 2040, the Bay Area is projected to add population roughly equivalent to the existing population of what metropolitan area? And if you were awake earlier, President Green actually gave you the answer to that. But let's start with number 1, San Diego. Number 2, Sacramento. Number 3, Fresno. And number 4, Stockton. Begin. Okay, stop, please. There you go. The answer is number 2, and clearly many of us knew that. For the rest of you, you can see that's a pretty significant number, something the size of Sacramento, 2 million people. At the same time that we're trying to take care of what has come before us, we have to think of those who are coming in front of us. The next question is related to households and our aging. What percentage of Bay Area households have no children 18 years of age or younger living at home? Number 1, 22%. Number 2, 37%. Number 3, 54%. Or number 4, 67%. And please go ahead and begin. Okay, stop. Okay. So just edging it out is the correct answer at number 4, which is 67%. And I don't know, look around. We are an older crowd in this region. Doesn't mean we can't work on these challenges. Although if you're kind of old and getting tired, I only have one more question for you. What percentage of Bay Area workers use public transportation to get to work? Number 1, 5%. Number 2, 10%. Number 3, 25%. Or number 4, you've got to be 30%. Begin the voting. Okay, stop. Let's take a look. Okay, the correct answer, once again, most people do have a sense of that. The correct answer is 10%. We rank 4th behind only New York City, who has 27%, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, who are both at about 11%. So we are engaged with transit, but we are really just scraping the surface of what is going to be needed to make the Bay Area work going into the future. That is our pop quiz. It's been fun to be with you, and thank you again.